Hello friends, myself Rakesh. Welcome to Expo Hub. Today in this example, we are going to learn how to auto reply to incoming email. Let's say you have got an incoming email and you would like to send an acknowledgement email. Generally, you have seen when customer writes an email to, let's say, IT helpline or IT help desk or any IT operations team. So there is a team who replies to those emails, and most of them are template based. It's an auto reply kind of a thing, and there are so many different examples. Let's say you have gone to a website where you have seen a couple of products and they would send you an email, are you interested to buy this? So in all such scenarios, this thing that we are going to learn now can be implemented. So let's see how we can do this in UiPath. Okay, so the very first thing we need to know, if you are using Outlook, we have a simple straightforward activity called a reply to Outlook mail message. But this is not available for Gmail. This is not available for gmail.com. Now you want to do automate in Gmail because most of the companies now also have started utilizing Gmail, right, as an enterprise email. So in that case, you would not find a reply to when you type reply, you would not see such an activity. Only it is available for the moment for Outlook. Maybe in the future it might come. So how do you reply to an email when it comes to Gmail? So there is a trick, we will learn that. Okay, so the very first thing, see, you can see there is no, for IMAP there is no reply kind of a thing, but for Outlook they have got reply to Outlook. So the very first thing that we will do is we have to work on Gmail. So this is the example. Think this is the customer who has sent an email. Hello there, I need a urgent IT help, and you would like to send a acknowledgement email, right? So how to do that? So for that, the very first thing we will do is let's read the emails from gmail.com. Okay, so first thing is Gmail requires password. So I'll be using a get password activity, and here I'll be entering. So ensure you type the proper password. Now we will create a variable to contain or store that password. So control plus K, and I will name it as PWD, which is password. Done. Now the next activity that I'll be using, I need to read all the emails, right? So just type mail, and here in the IMAP you have something called get IMAP mail message. This is to read all the emails. Okay, now on the right hand side you have to see the mail folder is the inbox and the port and server. So you can Google it out, IMAP details for Gmail, you will get this details. So the port is 993, the server is imapgmail.com, and your email address you need to type in double quotes. Okay, everything that you enter here should be in double quotes. See, this has got an error, so I have to put it double quotes. Okay, now the email, okay, please double check, because any of this have a problem, then you will not be able to read the emails. Okay, looks perfect. And for the password, I'll use the variable because it has to be secure, right? I don't want to type it. The password should not be typed, so it is stored in a variable and I'm utilizing it. Wonderful. And remember, the another thing, if you see here, I want to read only the unread messages, because when someone has sent an email, I want to reply to that. So for the time being, I will just read, let's say, 5 emails. Okay, so this is understood. Now one of the critical thing is, once you read all the emails, that should store inside a variable, right, which will contain all your emails in UiPath. Within UiPath there should be a variable which should read and store it temporarily in a variable. For that you will create the output here, control K, and I am naming it as mail collector. Alright, so this mail collector will contain all my emails. Wonderful. Now you must be interested to see those emails whether it's reading or not. So the best practice is, once you add one activity which is a key component, we need to test it. We should not simply continue to build our workflow. That way you will know whether it's working or not. So for that, let me use the for each activity, and here I'll use the variable mail collector. Okay, now to test whether it's reading or not, all you have to do is, remember, when you set the for each loop, you have to set the type argument. If you remember, in the variable the mail collector, check the data type. It is system.net.mail.message. The same variable should be set for each. Okay, so this is the one you need to select. Just type this system.net.mail, it will come. Now to test whether it's working or not, I'll be using a message box. And here I will say item dot from dot address. So I want to see who all have sent. So I'm reading only the first 5 emails. I want to see who all have sent. So let me run it. You can see the first email has come from Rakesh, the second email from, you can see all of them, all the 5 emails I'm getting. So it is working perfect. Wonderful. Now let's delete this. Now I want to reply to one email, isn't it? For that I'll be using send SMTP. So all of these activities are available. If you type this mail, go to SMTP, and here you will see the activity. So I'm going to use it. Okay, now the very first thing, I want to reply to incoming email, right? So the incoming email will be item dot from dot address, right? So there are so many emails which has come from all other people whom I don't want to reply for the moment in this demo. So let me set to only one. So it will only reply to my first email, which is me. Okay, this is me. So it will only reply to my email. Okay, now on the right hand side, send SMTP mail message. You have to set all the details here. Okay, again you have to set the port is 587. Here you put the port number. The next is your server, which is smtp@gmail.com. Put it over here. Okay, and then your email address, and your password. So I have set all of these parameters. You can see it quite well. Okay, port number, server, email address, and password. Okay, nothing else you have to update here. Now come this side. In the send SMTP mail message, I am going to reply to the email. So I am going to say item.from.address, and subject I will say, because when you reply it will have RE, right? So RE, and then plus I will say item dot subject. Okay, so whatever the subject in that email is there, the same thing will be written here. So it will be just like a replying to his email. Okay, now in the body, so let's simply test it now. Let's say, so body will be long. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to utilize the right hand side option. Because body is quite long, I'll be using the right hand side option. So guys, I have written the entire detail here. It's a kind of a template and I'm going to utilize it. Let me show you in a notepad which will be more clear. Hello customer, environment due line, which will create a new line, and below that it will write. Okay, so this is what I have written. Okay, I hope this is clear now. I'll click on OK and let me run it. Before you run it, so this is the email the bot needs to reply. Let's run it. So you can see that the reply has come. Let's open it. It said, hello customer, we are acknowledging your email. One of your IT engineer will contact you soon. Now you might also ask me, instead of customer, how do I make the name, right? So you can use a split function. Okay, you can use a split function and then you can utilize it. Okay, because the video would become long, but in case anybody wants to see that, please comment in my video. I will create it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, guys.